Yo, I want to
What's up, bro?
start this week's episode with one of our favorite new content creators, Refashion Hippie. I thought this was very interesting. A very interesting post from her this week.
Hello. I'm speaking specifically to metalheads for this reel. So this is the metalhead t-shirt from Balenciaga's couture collection. 1,500 euro, by the way. My question is there anything less metal than this? We turn to the description. The artwork features a reworked image of Balenciaga models photographed posing as a music group. Posing indeed. This exclusive new store item introduces a printing technique instead of hand painting. Is that a bonus? These visual details are meticulously created through various treatments, including heavy stonewashing, pilling, and crinkling techniques. Isn't the whole point that you do that yourself? I am offended by this on such a weird level, and I want to talk about it.
Shout out to Refashion Hippie. I want to say the four-letter word to Balenciaga, but it's too early in the pod.
Yeah, it's very too early, bro. Her content is so funny. I like when she just goes in at the high fashion brands, and she always goes in at the high end fashion brands. Especially you've seen this one. It was the yellow plastic shopping bag, and she went in and it was ridiculous, bro. Like how, bro, I'm telling you, high-end fashion is a social experiment, and it's just there to wind us up.
Yeah, thank God for creators like her and us.
Yeah. Shout out. Hey, welcome back to the Shoe Dog Podcast, episode 206 with me and the bro, 808 Kicks ATL. Please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. And please do check out all our social platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. What's the Discord, bro?
Shoe Dog Podcast.
And what's the Patreon, bro?
Shoe Dog Podcast.
And also, what we're here to do this week, bro.
Same thing we do every week, TJ. Try to take over the world.
And again, this week I'm red flushed in the face because I come straight from site. It's gone down a bit now, bro. It's definitely gone down. Yeah,
it was a lot worse when you first got on camera.
I'm so bright, bro. That's, you know what, it's definitely it was freezing outside. Bro, it was so cold outside, and I just got in the car, made a tea, had a sandwich, or had a wrap that I made before, got in the car, put the heating on, and it just, my face went just red. It's like, it's the instant cold to hot effect. That's what it is.
No, it was probably red before you got in the car.
Probably because it's freezing.
Yeah, and your blood is overworking trying to keep you warm.
Yeah, fact. That's fact. It's craziness. That's absolute craziness. I just, bro, I just can't understand it.
Yeah, it's human nature, bro. But as we were saying, shout out to Refashion Hippie, who also is a potter. But her reels are just hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, and she go funny. Like you said, she go hard on the high fashion brands, which obviously is going to draw us in because we go hard on the high fashion brands. And it's been a lot of high fashion foolishness going around. Did you see the feminine pad dress?
I think I did see the feminine pad dress.
I don't know if it's real or not, though, because I just found out the one with the cardboard dress is not real.
All right. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. We can't get AI is so good at the moment. We can't get caught up in this AI circle where we think it's real and it's not real. But I do know that that yellow plastic bag from Balenciaga is real. You know what? We need to go on their website. No, we don't need to go on their website, but for research purposes, we do need to go on their website and find out what tomfoolery they have been doing week by week by week. And I know you're going to start looking it up. It'll be quite interesting if you do find it. But bro, it's a tragedy. It's a travesty that these companies are making. I know where they get the innovations from. You know where they get the innovations from? They go back to the back of the shop. No, outside the shop. They open up the waste bins and they look at the first thing they see and they say, "We're gonna sell that for 10 grand."
Bro.
It's garbage bag fashion. That's what it is.
I can't even get past the first page without.
Hold on. Shout out to Mike Critch. But what does Mike Critch say? Trash water.
Trash can.
That's
water.
what's it. Trash can water fashion. That's what it is. That's what it is, bro. That's what it is.
I can't. Because we're gonna spend too much time on this. I really can't. Just gotta close the page. It's gonna be a third or a quarter of the pie.
Let's do a show. You know what? Let's do Air in the Crowd. Oh, by the way, guys, you need to come check out on the Patreon. We do Air in the Crowd. We haven't done it for 2 weeks, but we definitely do it this week. Air in the Crowd, right? Where we go into we do different types of content on there. We might talk about different types of things, but we will definitely be going into the Balenciaga or high-end fashion trash can water fashion this week. Yeah, bro? Should we do that?
Yeah. We But yeah, man. To hell with Balenciaga. I'll just say that.
This is why I call it Balenciaga, because you must be absolutely gaga crazy to actually try and get stuff like that. The prices they sell that for is crazy too as well.
Bro, yeah, I don't want to talk about it no more.
I'm upset you.
I don't want to talk about it no more.
we don't need to talk about it anymore.
We got way other more important stuff.
Pressing matters.
Yes, very much so. Pressing matters, such as these content creators trying to tell people that opinion is law. Now, me and you, well, mainly me, I've joked with you about your pronunciation of things, right?
Yeah.
Part of the reason why we started this podcast in the first place is to compare cultures.
Yeah.
You say Nike, I say Nike.
Yeah.
You say Adidas, I say Adidas.
Hey, Adidas. Adidas. Yeah.
Now, I have zero problem with the pronunciation that y'all use versus the pronunciation that I use. Mm-hmm. However, there's these two podcasters over there in the UK who are trying to tell Americans how to pronounce Nike. Saying that it's not Nike, it's actually Nike.
Yo, bro, this is the age old. This whole pronunciation wars goes back to when Nike existed, and you know what? You can say Nike, and you can say Nike, and over the years, I'm gonna be truthful with you, bro. Over the years, I always believed it to be Nike. Because bear with me. We're gonna explain. We're gonna go through this. Explain this. I always use the pronunciation of what you saw, and this is what British people do: use the pronunciation of what you saw. So we say Nike, which is fine.
It's like Mike, bike, tyke, like.
Exactly. But what you have to realize with the company Nike, and this is why I now call it Nike rather than Nike, is based on
The Greek goddess of victory.
Exactly, Greek goddess of victory, whose name is Nike. So, even though it's written like Nike, the whole concept meaning behind it is the reason why you call it Nike rather than Nike. What you see on the page is not how you're supposed to say it. So this is why I understand why it's called Nike and why you have to say Nike rather than Nike. And I don't even say Nike anymore, bro.
You do. I don't think you realize when you say it because you just be in conversation. But I never had a problem with it. I made jokes about it before when I first started to knowing British people. Shout out to all the bros. When I first started having relationships with y'all and having conversations with y'all, I always thought it was weird. But I'm like, it's okay. We pronounce a lot of words differently here than y'all do over there. We know what we're saying when we say it. It's cool. But just like you said, it's named after the Greek goddess of victory, who is named Nike. That's how it's spelled. That's how it's pronounced, rather. And Nike was founded in the United States of America.
So that's the pronouncing that we say. Yeah, but let's go do through some pronunciations. I always say aluminium. You say what?
Aluminum.
Exactly. I'll say vitamins. You would say what?
Vitamins.
Exactly. There's subtle differences within pronunciations that is unique to the UK and unique to the States. I say tomatoes. You say
tomato.
Tomato, okay, tomato, whatever. Yeah, so there's subtle differences, even in the regions in the United States, even in regions in the UK, there's subtle differences of how people pronounce things, which is fine. But that's just language. That's from a dictionary. But when you come up with a concept, and the concept has a further meaning to the word, then you have to use the concept for the meaning of the word rather than the actual word itself. And that's where the UK people kind of don't understand the meaning why you should say Nike rather than Nike.
Well, it's the origins, bro. Like things should be pronounced. Story. Yeah, things should be pronounced based on the origin.
Yeah.
I've never talked to a Greek philosopher or historian or astrologist or whatever. But when you look up the Greek goddess of victory, it's pronounced like the brand is pronounced. That's why they say it. That's why they always said it that way. Like there's a bunch of IKE words in the English language, and they're all pronounced Ike, like, Mike, Tyke. You know what I'm saying? But Nike is the one difference that I've always known.
Yeah, because there's a whole different meaning and concept behind it, even though and some people will say, wow, you should spell it with a Y at the end instead of it should be Nikey, but no. It's spelled the way it's spelled, but you gotta say it the way you gotta say it with the meaning that's behind the word.
It's a name. That's the difference. It's a name. You can't tell somebody how to pronounce their name. Is pronounced the way the giver of the name pronounces it.
I'll tell you a different. This concept reminds me of, and this is on a similar level, but not on a similar level. If you get what I mean, some people call William Bill.
That's a nickname.
Yeah. but the meaning behind Bill is still William. See what I'm saying? So that's a nickname. But there's always subtle differences regional wise. There's always subtle differences of meaning wise. And for the first time I got told that, and I was like, "So what's your name, William?" And then somebody called him Bill. I was like, "Why is people calling you Bill?" Oh, because that's my nickname. That's the nickname for William. Rather than saying William, they call me Bill.
So my grandfather, my father, and my brother are all named William.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's nickname was Billy. My brother's nickname is Will. People call him Will. My granddad had a whole nother nickname based on our last name. But it's the same thing with Robert.
Mm-hmm.
The nickname for Robert is Dick.
Mm. Okay.
So it's don't ask me why. You know, you can look it up and find out for yourself. I never bothered to look it up. But that's like Bill Clinton, the former president, his name is William.
Yeah.
So whether it's Bill, Billy, Will, it's all nicknames for William.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's
nuances, bro. It's the nuances that you like. But first of all, who gave him the option to gatekeep like that? Who told him that they could gatekeep like that? So it's freedom of whatever you. You know what? This whole culture thing about and I hate this, right? And first of all, let's just address the elephant in the room. We know the educational system isn't that great around the world as well, and in the States, and in some places in the UK. Let's get that correct. But with that said, who you to gatekeep? And this whole culture of, the Americans are dumb, or the UK people are dumb, and who are you to gatekeep somebody's intellectual knowledge?
Let me play the clip. I ain't gonna put it on the screen, but I'm gonna play the audio.
Yeah.
Anyone who calls Adidas Adidas needs to be shot.
And Nike.
Oh, it's Adidas.
It's Adidas and Nike.
Whoever says Nike is an OAP. Whoever says
Or American.
Adidas or Northern. Adidas, no, it's Adidas, okay?
Okay.
So I wanted to believe that these people were rage baiting, but the looks on their faces make me feel like they're serious.
Do you know what they said? You know what OAP is?
No.
Old age pensioner.
The hell is
that? So basically, they literally said that if you say the words wrong, they're being ageist. If you say the word wrong, first of all, you know your opinion doesn't matter because you're old. That's what they're trying to say,
bro. These people ain't young.
No, I see. I can see the pictures.
Like they probably our age. I mean, and then the American guy. Because that was a direct shot when she says, or American, like all Americans are stupid because we got a stupid leader. Like, don't put that on us. Put that on them.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Put that on the people who
you don't claim him. You don't claim him. No. That's the thing.
No, because I like research and I like facts and I like history. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we all wrong at some point. They wrong as fuck right there. Standing on it too, loud and wrong.
Do you need to ask a German person how you say Adidas or Adidas?
I think it's Adidas because it's Adi Dassler.
Yeah.
I think the way y'all say it, Adidas is correct. That's why I didn't have no smoke for that. But again, based on the fact that so many British people say Nike, I don't have a problem with it. Say it how you want to say it. I know what you're talking about, but don't try to tell me I'm wrong when I say Nike. You know what I'm saying?
It's the dumbest shit though, bro. Like I can say what I want to say because we're past 10 minutes. It's the dumbest shitheads that push this content out and make you feel like this is. You know what? there's a saying, the blind leading the blind. That's that situation, because they don't know shit from their elbow, right? And if they even had shit on their elbow, they'll still lick it off, right? Because that's how dumb they are.
Facts.
So the blind leading the blind.
Speaking of the blind leading the blind, this is an example of. Hold on, God damn it, where's this post? I had it on my stories. It's from my story. Where is? I didn't send it to myself. I want to talk about this so bad. We're gonna talk about it anyway, but I thought I sent myself this post. I sent it to you. I sent it to you. Where is it?
But it's definitely rage baiting, bro. Like there's a lot of content out there at this moment in time that's rage baiting, and it's making, and unfortunately rage baiting is the stuff that gets you the content. Like it gets you the replies, and your content gets pushed further.
Enough about that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep harping on them dumbasses. Shout out to 10K the Long Way, who I believe is the owner of a resale store, if I'm not mistaken. This is why we always come on here and tell y'all, when y'all hear them UA dudes trying to convince y'all that shit is coming from the same factory, it's cap. It's frothy coffee, okay? Look at this.
Get this bullshit out of here, bro.
First of all, the top didn't come off that box. That's a Jordan 1 box. The top is supposed to come off that box. Second of all, these are lost and founds, supposedly. The lost and founds have a red top and the whole box is distressed.
Yeah.
And I didn't see no yellow receipt fall out, and I didn't see no paper inside either. No paper inside.
No.
But look what this man does to this shoe.
Bro. You see that shit? This shit out of here, bro. Look at this shit, bro.
And we ripped the whole and you rip like that? Shit, bullshit. Hey.
The man used his bare hands to rip apart the sneaker. You cannot do that to an authentic sneaker. You cannot. If you're willing to try it, go ahead. I'm not willing to try it, but I guarantee you won't be able to pull it off. Not with your bare hands. Not a sneaker that's new-ish or even old-ish.
That's what you should be doing to every fake sneaker out there. If you see a fake sneaker on somebody's foot, just take it off their foot and rip it and put it back on their foot. There you go. Now tell me it's real.
No. They're not. I dare any one of these UA dudes to do that shit. It's not the same, bro. Don't listen to these people when they try to tell you it's the same.
It's cap, bro. It's cap with a capital C, capital A, and capital P. Because...
Anyway.
Absolute cap.
Yeah. Shout out to 10K the Long Way. When I threw it up on my stories, he immediately jumped in my inbox and we had a little bit of discourse. So real people do real things.
Yeah, that's the thing. And by the way, we had a positive comment we normally most of the comments on our YouTube channels are positive, but I had a positive comment this week from a subscriber. Somebody subscribed this week, and he said this is awesome content on the podcast. So thank you for that.
Appreciate it.
And we appreciate it. We'll keep doing. We're always going to keep doing this, and because we keep doing this, we always get a lot of things right. And talking about a lot of things right. Bro, apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but you sent me the clip, and somebody said that the Jordan 1 VAAs or Alaskas were chipped, and Nike were tracing backdoors or retailers that were backdooring their pairs to resellers. I don't know how much of that is true or not. We can't confirm that. It's just allegedly. And then these companies will not be getting these new the tier 0 releases or tier 1 releases anymore. And
No, they're gonna
Nike
get their
accounts will be
account snatched.
Yeah. Nike accounts will be taken away. That's allegedly, and that reinforces what Nike said last year, which was, "Do not sell our product before we do." Literally, that's what they were saying. Do not sell our product before we do. Sell it at the same date we do. It's fair game and fair competition of where the actual the end user gets their product from. So I agree with that. That's totally fine. So this whole chipping thing came into knowledge this week, which is crazy because you sent me the clip, and I remember we had this conversation years ago, and I think it was, we had this, how do you stop back, the conversation was, how do you stop backdooring? And one of the things we said was okay, one of the things that I said, I like to claim things together. One of the things that I said was, put a tracker in it.
Yeah, because it was the same, bro. It was the same idea that you brought the receipts for, where we heard about the whole invisible ink thing.
Yeah.
So it's not a together idea. I was against the idea.
They did it. Allegedly, they did it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Again, I'll restate my issue with that idea. I just felt like they would have to spend too much money, and clearly, they already not doing as well as we think they should be doing, and it kind of makes sense to me because their arms stretch so far. If they're not doing the same amount across the board everywhere they are, it's going to look funny. We know about the Chinese revolt against Nike. A lot of, is it China or Japan?
I don't know.
China.
Let's stick it to China.
Where people are, it's either China or Japan, where people are actively going against Nike.
Okay.
And there's a lot of independent brands popping up where they feel like the cultural relevance is at a higher rate than what they get from Nike. I can't speak to the quality of these other brands, but shout out to all the independent brands. I ain't got nothing against that, but the direct to consumer model, pulling back from retailers, is backfiring or has backfired on Nike, and we're starting to see that change now. We're starting to see the retailers get back to the point where they're getting all the releases like they were years ago, before their plan happened, or before they put their plan in place, when they went away from Donahoe trying to figure out how to change things for the better. End up being a bad move.
That whole situation, I feel like they went too dramatic with it. You know, when I think about changes, I think about fine tuning like a dial on a radio. You remember the analog radios before DBA? You just tune it, and then you just basically fine tune it until you get the perfect blend. And when the signal's clear, you know you're perfectly in line. But some companies just flip the switch. But that's what you can't do. You can't just flip the switch, because if you flip the switch, what actually happens is there's too much of a dramatic change. All of a sudden your product's with you and you can't sell it, and it's all sitting there. But what you really need to do is fine tune it where you increase the income in your company enough so that you don't starve the retailers, but you got enough money coming in because you are in control of most of the product. And that's where they went wrong with that, in terms of they took too much product in-house and starved the retailers, and people were going in the store and couldn't see the product. So they was like, and some people don't use the sneakers app, and some people don't use the Nike website. Some people go to the store or the foot traffic in the stores, retailer stores. So that's where they got it wrong. Do you need to, like, with changes like that? I always think of it as a little like little not flip switch, but like a little dial. You need to just dial it in, fine tune it enough so that you know, and then you keep tuning it in more and more and more until it goes the opposite way. Then you flip it again. It's fine tuning rather than just flipping the switch, and that's where they went wrong.
It's like trying to find the perfect blend in the shower.
That exactly, like you're not going to put the hot water on all of a sudden and say, you know, f the cold water. You're going to burn yourself. That's what happened.
Right. You ain't gonna turn it all the way cold. You got to find the proper balance to whatever suits your body. Like, I know me and my wife, we shower at different temperatures. She likes it hotter. I like it warmer. So can't really follow each other like that. Good thing we got 2 separate bathrooms. But also, Nike is rolling back on the membership partnerships that they have with some of the retailers. Hibbett, Dick's Sporting Goods, and I believe is one more company where your Nike, you can have your Nike membership tied to your account with that retailer, and they rolling that back too, I think in May. I got an announcement, email notification about it about a month or so ago. I forgot to bring it up on the pod, but yeah, man, it's looking like a lot of the decisions they made coming off the Donahoe era were wrong.
They thought it would be easier it would be an instant like money maker for them if they went to direct to customer, because they thought the demand was so high. The thing is, me and you will say this, forget the COVID era. The COVID era was a unique phenomenon. Go back to the figures pre-COVID and work out what your business was doing, because you're never going to see that hype again in COVID. You're never going to see the amount of money that people had during COVID. That doesn't exist anymore. And after COVID, life is way more harder than anybody expected it to be. So with that said, and especially with the current environment, world environment as well, with that said, cost of living is up. Everything is up. So you need to really need to think about what is happening around the world before making dramatic decisions. And that's where, and this is how businesses work contextually, you need to kind of really think about what is happening around you to make your business successful. You just can't think, I'm going to sell this product and this is going to sell. No. I'm going to try and sell this product, but how do I get a percentage of the money from the people that I want to buy this for? Because some of that percentage is going on rent, some of that percentage is going on gas, electric, some of that percentage is going all over financially to sustain a lifestyle. How much of that percentage can they afford to spend on my product? That's what you should be thinking, because that comes into world economics. And when you think on those levels, then you know how to sell your product, because they're not selling it right. First of all, you got to really think about how many increases have we seen with Nike and Jordan over the years, and how viable is that for somebody that was probably let's just take the Jordan 1 as a prime example, because this is the most dramatic price change in history. Right, like when me and you were picking up Jordan 1s, that was like maybe 135, 140. Then it went 145, 150. Now it's at 170. The exclusive pairs are at 190, like a regular Jordan 1. Look at it, like you've gone from like 130 to 190. Look at the price increase, bro. You're pricing people outside. Not 190 yet. You're pricing people outside the market for your sneakers. So, like, what do you want people to do? Like, eat food or buy sneakers? See what I'm saying?
In the U.S., it went from 160 to 180.
Yeah.
So yeah, 190 used to be like threes and better were 190. Now they are regularly 210, 215, 225 for collabs. So yeah, and I mean, I just think it's too frequent. Colorways are too frequent. They're too similar in a lot of ways. The collabs, I think the collab pace is okay. And I understand that they have to put out product. They have to produce product. They have all this infrastructure that they're paying for. But at some point, it's got to make a little more sense.
But how much pointless product have they released, for one?
Well, pointless is relative because they're a brand. They produce product is what they do.
Yeah. And then the second thought of that is, how much product have people been asking for that they haven't produced?
I mean, that's going to be
and again, relative, but you know what I'm saying? Like we can sit all like we went through the whole Taxi 12 scenario a couple of weeks back. We've been asking for the Raptors and the Bordeaux 7s for a long time, but when they were like, the nostalgia is now almost dying when you're like, if they come out, it's like, oh, so well.
Nah, I disagree with that. There's gonna always be a demand for the things. I disagree.
Okay.
I mean, those are the people who going away from the culture in general. And there are some people who I've spoken to people who aren't sneakerheads, whether it's self-proclaimed or in action, who still want certain things because they have the nostalgia for it. I talked to a guy years ago, probably 5 years ago at this point. All he talked about was the Raptor 7s because he had them when he was a kid and he wanted them again. Mm-hmm. So people like that are going to always be there. You see what happened with the fives lately, the Wolf Gray 5s, the Black Metallic 5s.
Crazy.
We saw what happened with all the Gradient 95s last year and this year. The neons keep restocking and they keep selling. See what I'm saying? So certain things hold their own weight. It's the overabundance of other things and the number in which they're being produced that is looking like it's doing them a disservice. It's tough, bro. It's tough to try to figure out. I don't think if they don't have the answers, I know we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to act like in our conversations we have all the correct answers for
what
they should or shouldn't do.
We just philosophize like literally. Oh, you could probably do this. You could probably do that. But like,
we speaking from a consumer perspective.
Exactly.
We gonna always speak from a consumer perspective because we want them to do things that are in our favor, but also in their favor because we want them to win because we like the company. But it's not so cut and dry. Like we talked about a few weeks back with Bozo, who was saying, stop making this and stop making that. I don't think it's that simple either. But I also don't think they should drop 4 retros every month in millions of pairs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think we should keep getting 7 to 12 different pairs of 3s every year, or 4s or 5 or any number. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we should. like we used to see a new Jordan 1 High OG every month. Now we don't see that no more.
Yeah,
But
because they
too little, too late.
Yeah, exactly. When we were saying no, take it back, like take all your silhouettes back. Just drop 5 Jordan 1s a year or 6 Jordan 1s a year to make 2 of them collabs, make 2 of them OGs, and make 2 of them the GRs, and you're cushy. Walk away from it and do the same thing with the other models. Don't oversaturate it. But when we were saying it, we realized the pattern that was happening, and we just said, don't do that. And then it obviously did a whole to the sneaker, which is the Jordan 1, the Pandas and the Dunks and all that stuff. And now you know what is the crazy thing about this? The Travis effect had the effect on the Dunks, right? And then they oversaturated it. And this is one of the, if you really bear with me, if you really think about it, capitalism and consumerism is the key effect of most of the reasons why silhouettes end up being oversaturated, because when there's something that's coming up, that's in demand, that's getting super hyped, and the brands are looking at this, every brand, I'm talking about every brand, not just one brand, they're looking like, oh, this silhouettes is selling out, this is getting popular, let's jump on this silhouette and make as many as we can and sell as many as we can until it's not popular anymore, and then we'll move on to the next thing, and then we'll move on to the next thing, and then we'll move on to the next thing. But when we try to circle back, you just saturated that silhouette so many years ago that, like we talk, like let's say it's Jordan 1, that it's not going to have that the trends. They're like gone. There's nobody looking for it because there's so many pairs out in circulation. When you want to go back to it, it's you can't.
That's the problem with being the biggest. And also, that's one of the downfalls of the resale market being what it was, because it made it look like everything was selling out when it was a lot of stuff was going to the resale market.
Yeah, it was just being stored in a warehouse somewhere until the price was hiked so they could sell it. And when they tried to, they couldn't. And this is what some of these dumbasses are sitting on pairs that they spent 50, 60, 70, 80K on.
Right. We can talk about this all day. But what I will talk about now is my Atlanta dream.
Oh, wonderful! Round of applause. I saw what you've been posting.
Angel motherfucking Reese is now an Atlanta dream. The Chicago Sky is stupid. Very, very stupid franchise. But it's okay, because this time we reap the benefits of their stupidity. Angel, the Bayou Barbie Reese, is now Angel, the Peach Barbie Reese. And we love it. The city is behind her. Her jersey's sold out first day, less than an hour. The Atlanta Dream ticket sales have gone up 15%. The price doubled, but the sales went up not 15%, 15 times. They sold 15 times as many tickets as they sold last season. Our team is still intact because we traded 2 first-round draft picks for Angel Reese. So we didn't have to trade Ryan Howard. We didn't have to trade Alicia Gray. We didn't have to trade Brittany Griner. For those of y'all that know women's basketball, these are big names that I'm saying. Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Brittany Griner, and you throw Angel Reese in now. It don't matter who. We got Jordan Canada as our point guard. We can have any point guard because we got Ryan Howard.
You're also going to enjoy this, bro. Angel Reese Did you see this? Victoria's Secrets camp. Did you see your Victoria's Secrets campaign?
Yeah.
I was hoping to see the actual video for this as well. They haven't got the video. Damn it! Because they actually had it coming out the ocean, all that stuff. That was dope. Very dope.
Yeah, bro.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
I already wasn't missing no Angel Reese news. You ain't got to tell me nothing about Angel Reese. And what I was saying to my wife is, she is a bit of a YN. She got a lot of YN energy because she go on her podcast and say some questionable things.
Yeah.
From time to time. But she's only 24, 25, so it's okay. But I tell you what, I will. Oh, yeah, I will be at the Atlanta Dream versus the Indiana, whatever they team called. I'll be there. Yeah, we already locked in. Already locked in. As soon as I told my wife about it, Fever, that's the name, the Indiana Fever, with that with the white girl, the Clark girl. Yeah. We're gonna be in the building for that. Oh yeah. Good seats too. Be dope. Please believe.
Be dope.
Get ready to see me wearing Dream hats and Dream shirts. It's a shame that it took, because I'm a fan of the team. I'm a fan of every Atlanta team, but I don't have any Dream merch because I ain't been compelled just yet to go to a Dream game. But I'm pulling up to C5. You can believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The WNBA is in trouble. And Brittany Griner and Angel Reese on the same team. Are you kidding me? With Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray? Championship.
Mind you, your Atlanta Hawks, they did well as well. Was it division champions?
You ain't got to tell me, brother. I was at the game last night. I went to 2 games this week. I was at the game Monday against the Knicks. We actually lost that game. We damn near tied it up on a buzzer beater from CJ. CJ McCollum went crazy last night. Whoop Cleveland. Had James Harden out there looking like a whole bum.
The beard. Oh, you sent me the picture of him wearing his new sneakers as well.
Yeah, the TMC he had on the TMC Hardens. They come out, I think, next week. Yeah, I think they come out next week. But
how they look?
Yeah, it don't matter. Ugly. It's an ugly shoe, bro. I don't like that shoe. The only reason I brought it up last week is because it's a marathon collaboration and we love Nipsey. The shoe was all blue. Like I said last week, that's Nipsey's favorite color.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. And they got the marathon flag on the back, but the shoe's still trash. I mean, shout out to the marathon continues as a brand, but I ain't got no love for that damn shoe.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is
Fuck
what
that
it
shoe. I love the marathon because I love Nipsey, R.I.P. Nipsey, but
R.I.P.
ain't nobody studying James Harden or his ugly ass shoes.
For sure. Oh, I've seen some funny Harden clips as well. I think he's gone a bit delulu at the moment.
Man, he been delusional. That he's a wacky dude.
Yeah.
Socially awkward. He is.
Oh, yeah.
He worse than Durant. A lot worse than Durant.
I I don't know who's. I was gonna say I don't know who's worse, but yeah, Durant and Durant's got some questionable behavior.
Kevin Durant is a basketball person. That's it. Like, he don't care about nothing but basketball, and I think he's a gamer.
Yeah.
So yeah, he a little awkward too. He's also a rapper. And his music is pretty dope. I ain't got nothing against Kevin Durant outside of when he played with the Warriors. I thought that was a soft move. But yeah, I just don't like James Harden. I never really liked James Harden.
Yeah, I can understand it, but like him, players like that, Westbrook, Harden, and Kyrie were the triplets that you thought were going to push on, to win the championship, lead the championship team.
No, it was Westbrook, Harden, and Durant.
Oh yeah. But Durant did it with the Warriors, didn't he? So
yeah, he left Westbrook to go get one with the Warriors. Harden left first and went to Houston after they blew their chance to get to the championship against that very Warriors team. The Warriors were up 3-1. I'm sorry, the Thunder were up 3-1. The Warriors came back and beat them in Game 7, went on to the championship. Durant left and went to the Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think he
couldn't beat them, so he joined them.
Yeah. If you can't beat him, join him, innit?
That's why everybody called Durant the cupcake for 3 years. That was kind of soft. But outside of that, I ain't got nothing against Durant because he wasn't gonna be able to beat LeBron by himself. They went to the finals. No, I'm tripping. I said that the wrong way around. The Warriors were up 3-1. The Thunder came back and beat them. And then they lost in the finals to LeBron.
I just saw you joined the Golden State Warriors. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, yeah. That's it, though. Yeah, we got Angel Reese. And y'all don't. So, and yeah, the Hawks, we locked into the 5th seed right now. We got 2 more games on the road. Hopefully we can get them 2 wins. And if we stay in the 5th seed, we're looking to play Cleveland, who we just beat the brakes off of. But they beat us the previous game in Cleveland. So it's probably going to be a back and forth series. They are the 4th seed, which means they get 4 games at home and we get 3 games at home. So hopefully we do end up matching up with Cleveland. We can steal some on the road, get them out the way, and move on to the next round. I want to at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals, but it's going to be tough with teams like Boston and Detroit and the Knicks in there. And yeah, the East is really tough this year. The West going to cannibalize themselves with the Timberwolves and the Thunder and the Nuggets and the Lakers. They're going to beat up on each other so bad by the time whoever gets to the finals. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be good. The playoffs are going to be good this year.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I think the Hawks will go far.
I hope so, man. We got a young team. We got a lot of length, a lot of good defenders. We got a lot of youth, a lot of energy, but we don't have much experience.
Now imagine
CJ McCollum is the most experienced player on the team because he played with Dame in Portland, and they didn't get too far. So
now imagine if you sprinkled some what do you call it? Some Ant-Man on top of that team.
We ain't thinking about that right now. We're thinking about going to the playoffs and doing as best as we can. That's it.
I'm just saying, bro. We're not
thinking about that. We're thinking about who we got.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Let's do some thingies.
Be the people who love Atlanta. All right. Be the people who love Atlanta. First quick strike. I want to talk about, first of all, this Jordan 12 bloodline. Supposedly dropping in May.
Mm-hmm.
Yet another all-black Jordan 12.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, and I'm very open to being wrong, for some reason, I think these are going to sell. Where the Taxi 12s are still available on heavy sale, something makes me feel like this all black with a little bit of red is going to get people's attention.
You thinking of the Red Thunders, aren't you?
No. I am now, but I wasn't before.
No, because the reason why you think they're going to sell is because you think you might have what the Jordan 4 Red Thunder did. This might actually happen to this silhouette.
No,
in this colorway.
I was not thinking that. It's a feeling that I'm having about this sneaker. I wasn't thinking about no other silhouette. I was thinking about how the oddest color Jordan 12s always do well. I wasn't thinking about no fours. I wasn't thinking about no other black and red sneaker. I'm looking at these, and it's triggering to me that 12s that I don't like for some reason always do well.
It's easy to wear, that's the thing. That's the reason why.
What was the one? Was it the winterized 12?
Yeah.
No, that's not the one I'm thinking about. It was black and it had a little red line over that Jordan tag. I can't remember what sneaker it was. This was probably 3 or 4 years ago at this point. I just saw that shoe on foot a couple weeks ago too. But I don't know. I mean, I do know in Atlanta, the hood loves Jordan 12s.
Mm.
Like you can go to any hood and you're going to see Jordan 12s on feet, no matter the colorway. We saw the playoffs take off. The Taxis didn't do too well. The Concords did pretty good. Like it's a bunch of non-OG 12s that did really good. So I just feel like this is going to be another one.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Let's just see what happens with that release.
Yeah, because y'all don't get all the 12s over there, do y'all?
No, not all 12s. Not all the 12s.
Moving right along, I know you wanted to talk about this. This is a sample. Jordan 5 Fresh Prince in the fire red silver tongue colorway. What you got to say about this?
This is the phrase. What happened with the grape? Without the laces?
It sold out, and a lot of people drilled holes into the eyelets so they could put laces down.
But we've already seen the thing is if this releases now the grape hadn't released for quite a while. So this you can understand why people did that. They cut the elastic, they basically put holes in it, and they basically put shoelaces in it and made it what they wanted because the grape wanted, and the grape came out recently. Now the fire red 5s with the silver tongue has already come out in 2020. Was it 2020?
21.
2021. That's still around. You can still get that for quite a reasonable price For them to drop a Fresh Prince variation of that, which is not self-lacy, which hasn't got laces in it, which is just a slip-on. A lot of people didn't like that vibe at all. They didn't rock with it. They didn't like it. They like you said, put holes in it, put laces in it, made it look like what they wanted to. And this is the same thing like we discussed a couple of weeks back about the Union 4s, where the tongue down was stitched down and everybody just kind of cut it and put the tongue back up. This leave it as a sample, because I don't think this will do well.
No, I agree. It's not that I don't think it would do well, but it would definitely have the same effect. I think it would sell some, especially because of what we've been seeing with 5s recently.
Nostalgia-wise, it might sell, but I will not be going in for that. I've got the 5s.
Yeah, me too. And they're still very wearable. They're starting to yellow a little bit. Like, and what I agree with what you said last week. I'm not mad at my 5s yellowing like I was years back, but I don't think this is a good colorway for a Fresh Prince sneaker anyway. Mm-hmm. I didn't think the grape was. I do like the Fresh Prince font. But if they do another Fresh Prince sneaker, especially if they do this laceless bullshit that not too many people seem to be a fan of, they need to go with a brand new colorway.
Bro, give me 2 seconds. Remember when they dropped these?
Yeah, the Bel Air.
Yeah, this is what they should have done with this, if they wanted to.
That's the white Bel Air, right?
Yeah, but like, remember they had like 2 different colors.
Yeah,
2 different sneakers. Like on one, like it wasn't even asymmetric. It was like you got like a pinkish shark teeth. You get the blue shark teeth, which matches Fresh Prince vibes. They should have done it to this.
Yeah, they very well could have, but I don't think they should have done it. I don't think they should ever do it.
No, I agree with you. They shouldn't do it because from the originality of when it dropped, like when they dropped the grape without the laces, nobody liked that, bro. They just bought it and custom modded it.
Yeah,
but the quality, but the quality was great on it. Don't get me wrong, the level was great on it.
But also on that modification tip, I don't get why people cut the elastic, because Jordan 5s come with elastic. The ones with laces got elastic. On the sample note, we got another one. Jordan 14 chambray sample.
These are nice. These are clean. I saw these and I like them. These are very clean.
This is what they need to be doing. Bringing colorways of the models that we don't get so much. 14s tend to do pretty well. I can only think of maybe 1 or 2 14s in recent years that didn't sell out. But this colorway would definitely sell out. It's a lot better than the chambray 7s, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Chambray 7 sat like crazy, but I don't think it came out in the UK, did they? Possibly. I didn't end up getting them. So I think we mentioned this a couple of weeks. A couple of years back or a year back, and we said what was the next move. And I think we questioned it, and what would they be doing next? And I think we concluded with they need to start dropping samples. They need to start dropping samples and different kind of variations from boutiques and get different boutiques involved and stuff like that. And shout to Scotch because he basically said to me, "Have you seen what Z Sneakerhead's been posting recently?" And I kind of saw a couple of things that these sneaker like this variation, a couple of other samples, and he goes to me, they've been dropping samples. You know, every time these sneakerheads says something, he's hinting at something. So there is a possibility that we might be getting some of these samples released in the maybe next couple of years. There's a possibility of that.
Well, we are definitely getting next year Jordan 14 Chartreuse.
That's dope.
Which is pretty much a neon 95 colorway on a 14 low. Or not even a 14 low, the 14 boneless, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the 14 without the ribs. This is hard.
Yeah, very, very. I liked it. Is it suede out at the top?
New look like all nubuck or suede, or maybe a combination.
It is very, very plush. Very, very plush. Somebody called it the Wolf Grey 14, but I like the name with the name that you said, bro.
Well, it's light graphite and bright green. It's a return from 2005. So a lot of people already know about these. A lot of people probably already planning on recopying these because they had pairs back in the day. Yeah, this should be a hit, depending on the economic space that we in. I think it should be a hit.
It's an instant sellout. Like, has the Ferrari 14 come out yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. I thought it was due to come out this year, or maybe it came out last year. We didn't get that in the UK. So like the thing is, models. I truly believe some models that Jordan Brand are actually scared of releasing globally because they're worried that they might not do as well as they think they will do but there's no demand. But what you need to do is some marketing research in some areas or globally, because basically some of these models people see it released in the US and they're like, why didn't it come out here? Because there is demand here. I'm pretty sure if they released a Ferrari 14 in the UK, if it did come out already, I'm not too sure. I didn't pay attention to it, but if it did come out here, I think it would do well because a lot of people. That's a classic colorway.
And also, next year, this is the last one.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we have the red steels coming back, also from 2005.
These are clean as F, bro. Clean as F.
Yeah, I remember seeing these. A lot of people had these. One of the better 10 colorways. I wish they put the toe cap on it just because it's a steel colorway.
Yeah.
It's like I wish they would have put the toe cap on the Shadow 10s when they re-released. But I think these are gonna hit too.
Oh yeah, they're out there. These are out there. I would even consider getting a pair of those.
Red and gray checker. You ain't got no 10s, huh?
No.
10s are one of the more comfortable Jordan retros that you can buy.
Yeah.
And that outsole is always legendary.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons I think I would actually go in for that.
Yeah. So yeah, retros, past, present, future, and maybe we'll get them chambray 14s because them shit's hard.
Yeah, the thing is, you know how like I sometimes relate and I do some stupid analogies like, this is like a chef cooking, and when you see the ingredients you get kind of interested, right? And then when he starts dicing the ingredients, starting to kind of prepare it, you're like, all right, cool, this is coming along really well. And then when he starts to put the butter in or the oil in the pan, it starts to sizzle it, starts to throw the ingredients in, and you can start to smell it, and you're like, right, cool, this has really got my appetite going because I'm hungry for this. That's what Jordan Brand do, or some of the brands do with their releases. They entice you by showing you a possibility of a dish. Like I said, I'm using an analogy, like a dish that you could possibly have. And you were just anticipating it now. Like, where's my DoorDash? Where's my Deliveroo? I'm gonna order this now. See what I'm saying? So with these Chambry 14s, this is what they're doing. And some of the samples they're showing, they're letting you guys know that this could be on the menu in the future. And they're weighing up the responses to that. If they see the social responses are like, oh, this is crazy, we want this, then you would probably see that coming out.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, hopefully we know they pay attention in some capacity. We just, it's hard to gauge what they're looking at, how often they look. But yeah, you're right, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So if you want a pair to come out, just make sure you respond on their social platforms. Like, get this, we need this bitch. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Next quick strike.
So I think I found out why there's no real solid innovation recently, bro. Because this recently happened, and the background information, the background noise to this was really intriguing because I found out. Well, I heard about it and I found out more about it, and I thought, let me just bring this to the pod. So we see this week Andy Kane, hopefully I said that right, was named the new Chief Innovation Officer at Nike. And I thought, okay, that's fine, because it feels like, you know, Nike need to like make some changes, get some more innovation in, keep progressing in the right lane, keep moving and keep innovating. But this is the same guy that's made. Let me just get this here. He's the same guy who did the Vapor Max, the Air Liquid Max, the Air Max 1000, and stuff like that. Which obviously we know about the Air Liquid Max, but the Air Max 1000's done well. The Vapor Max has done quite well. So they've hired him. So I thought, all right, cool, that's fine. It looks like they're making moves. They want to re-innovate. They want to kind of make it fresh, make new models that hit with the public, which is great, because this is what we want. We want new innovations and new designs and new concepts, which is fine. But later on, I realized that they've had, in the last 10 years, they've had 4 different people in that position. 4 different individuals. From he's like Andy Kane's replacing, I'm gonna read this, Tony Bigno, who had 1 year in that position from 2025 to 2026, who took over from John Hope III from 2023 to 2025, who took over from Tom Clark, which was prior to 2024. And I'm like, right, cool. You got all of these innovations, people who's trying to innovate the brand and innovate the company, but there's not been anybody that's been solidly there, that's been able to establish themselves and create that innovation or that new product that actually hit. So I'm like, is this? Am I missing something here, or are we keep swapping roles until we find a person that's great in that role, or are we not giving people the chance to innovate? Do you see what I'm saying? What's your thoughts?
I think that's tough. That's a tough position to hire for, because you want somebody who, I'm gonna just say it how I feel it. You want somebody like Tinker.
Yes, that's just what I'd say.
You want somebody who designs themselves. You want somebody who is a free thinker and an independent thinker, as well as a great team player. You want somebody who's a visionary.
let me just add to that because not just reading this. He was an innovation leader. He's Nike's vice president for design and special projects and led the innovations kitchen. So it definitely feels like they need a new tinker. And you know what? Ironically, we saw these idiots, same idiots that were talking the most shit the other time about how Nike's gone down, blah 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 blah, and it is like, oh, there's never like Nike lives off the back of Michael, or Jordan lives off the back of Michael Jordan, and there's not going to be another Michael Jordan. Like to say that, first of all, it's just ridiculous, right? I can understand the sentiments for why they said that, but I don't think it's just a flash in the pan, because like what Ant-Man's doing with Adidas just proves that there could be possibly another Jordan or Michael, because not bear with me, just not in the same capacity, but there's still somebody that can move the needle. See what I'm saying? Because Ant-Man's moving the needle with Adidas with his Ant-Man 1s and Ant-Man 2s and what he's doing with all the commercials and stuff like that. So there's still that possibility in realm that somebody can move the needle massively enough to bring up a brand. But also, it's what goes behind that person that adds more context. And that was Tinker for Michael Jordan. So, like...
Yes. There won't be another Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons. Michael Jordan was a cultural phenomenon because he came in a time where no one else was doing what he did.
Yeah.
From a basketball standpoint and also a branding standpoint. Nike wasn't as big as it is now when Jordan came in.
Exactly, so that.
Nobody can have, I don't think anybody can have the same effect. Like we saw it with Travis, where he came to Nike and Jordan brand and he brought his following. He has a cult following. He had people would go to Astroworld just to buy merch.
Mm-hmm.
People would go buy merch and leave, not even stay for the whole show. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how crazy Travis's fan base is. With Jordan, you know what? I want to just get away from that because that's a dumbass notion in the beginning. Of course, there'll never be another Michael Jordan. To your Ant-Man comparison, you're right. Ant-Man has the youth. Adidas has momentum, and they created a viable product for a popular person.
Yeah, this is why I said you have people that can move the needle, and that's what that. And then there won't be another Michael Jordan, which like we both agree on, because he came out I always call it the perfect storm. He was this absolutely gifted player who came and went into this company, who wasn't number one, who was number 3, elevated this company in basketball when basketball wasn't as popular or as refined as it is now.
But we saw this already.
Exactly.
No. We saw this with LeBron. We saw this with Kevin Durant. We also saw this with Kyrie Irving, where when they were the young, popular superstar, much like Ant-Man, coming after Michael Jordan, after Penny Hardaway, because we saw it with Penny too. You know what I'm saying? We saw it with Jason Kidd in the 90s, you know? So to say that it can't be done is false. They just have to pick the right person. Now, the thing with Ant-Man is he plays in a small market in Minnesota.
Yeah.
His stardom helps him. What he does, his brash personality, his YN tendencies helps connect him to the youth, right? Because he is the youth. The same thing happened with LeBron. As he aged, as Kevin Durant aged, so did the audience.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
the young people ain't. That's why when they re-release all these Durants, shout out to Sneaker Envy. When you see the retro Durants in Ross, is because don't nobody want the retro Durants, but some of the older people who had them when it was cool to wear Durants. It ain't cool to wear Durants no more. It ain't cool to wear LeBrons no more. Says the youth. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you have to strike. You have to strike the youth, because in trends and in fashion, people gonna follow what's popular all the time. People who don't know gonna see somebody who does know and follow that. So when it comes to athletes and endorsees, you got to catch the right person at the right time in the right space. LeBron went from Cleveland to Miami. Cleveland, small market. Miami, big market. Goes back to Cleveland, then goes to LA, big market. Durant went from Seattle, is right there next to Oregon, small market, to OKC, small market, but he was a star, much like Shea, much like Ant-Man. Same thing happened with Westbrook, with Jordan Brand. But then you go to Phoenix, and you go to Brooklyn, and you go to now Houston, bigger markets. But Kevin Durant, 36, 37 years old. You know what I'm saying? These young people, even though they might fuck with him, they're not checking for Kevin Durant like that. If he was 27, it'll be different. But as far as the innovation part is concerned, with them switching up the creative direction, or the creative director, we have to not be late. I'm starting to notice more and more, if it's not something new that Nike is creating and being ahead of the curve, they're late to the trend.
Yeah.
They just now putting out ballerina shoes. Like them shits 6, 7 months old now, 10 months old.
There's no point. Like you know what's interesting is during COVID, and I don't know if it's their fault or it's intentional, but there was occasions when it would be an anniversary of a sneaker, and you're like, you need to make this anniversary epic, like for the 3s or the 4s or the 5s or the 1s, and you're like, you need to make this epic. You need to remind people the heritage of the sneaker. You need to release some of the classics on the anniversary, but then you'd get them the year after. You're like, but it makes no sense, but the anniversary was last year. And you're like, why are you late to the party? Like, the party's already done, and you turn up with all the alcohol and everybody's drunk. Like, what? Come on, what? Come, like, you should be early. You should be the first one there. You should be the one who's serving all the alcohol, celebrate with everybody. Like, this is your sneaker. This is your silhouette. This is you. This is you missed your wedding. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why? And I didn't understand that like me and the bros were always having that conversation. Oh, they should have released last year. That would have been epic, because that was the anniversary of the 3 or the 4 or the 5 but no, they missed it. And they're like, why are they so hesitantly late to the party? They're fashionably late, but there's totally missing the boat.
Right.
And you have to jump in the ocean.
I'm about to start having questions for Frank Cook too, because he talked real big, and I don't want to have bad feelings about him. I don't want to feel like he passed his prime. and hopefully having somebody like J Tips inside the building can help. Tiana, maybe she needs a bigger role with some of these decisions with Nike and Jordan. I mean, I know she on the Jordan side more so than the Nike side, but like, and she ain't young. She in her mid-30s. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to get some younger people in the house.
Young blood, you need young blood in there. But the thing is, sometimes you need to take the horse off the leash and ride it bareback. That's what you need to do sometimes. And just live with the fact that that horse is going to take you somewhere and probably break your back doing it, but it's going to take you in the right direction you need to. You need to be less scared of the consequences of what you can achieve.
Yeah, I mean, we know they're not scared to take risks. We've seen a lot of risky stuff. Some of it works, some of it don't. I don't blame them for taking risks. Like, we saw the Scorpion, just like we see the Liquid. We see the DNs and DN8s and the Mind and the Rejuvenate, stuff like that. Again, kind of like the conversation we was having about what should or shouldn't release and how frequent and how many and all that.
Yeah.
Tough decision, bro.
But the problem is, like, let's just around this topic of, the problem is, and this is the consequences of retros, is you get the young people, the young generation come in and start to dictate the market because we know that that's where the trend starts, right? And they're like, then they say wild things like, oh, if you're Air Force One, you're an uncle, or you're unk, or they're for old people, and all of a sudden you're like, you're out fashioning sneakers to its classics.
Them ain't the right people.
Exactly, but the thing is, unfortunately, they might end up setting trends or starting trends, and Nike has to follow suit with the market that's the new market.
I don't know. I ain't listening to.
It's interesting.
I'm not listening to certain opinions.
But they need to get better innovations. They need another person that's going to come in and create classics that haven't been created before.
Yeah, new classics.
So we can stop saying like, "Whoa, the sneaker market is built on retros."
Yeah. Next quick strike.
Yeah.
Speaking of classics, I purposely left this off that first Jordan topic.
Oh, no. Oh, my
That's
bad.
the wrong one. You good. Put it back. Do the Right Thing. Jordan 3 is also returning from 2007. 20 years from its original release.
Round of applause for that. Because we saw the Spizike Low Do the Right Thing. Was that a sample? Or was that actually coming out?
Why can't you just talk about what's on the screen?
No, I'm just saying. As I'm saying, that was the first thing I saw. Then this was published. Do the Right Thing, Jordan 3 coming out 2027.
You stepping on my setups, man.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I saw it in the reverse fashion.
I do shit on purpose to get a certain effect, okay?
Go on, bro. Sorry, my bad. I'll be quiet now.
Stay on topic. We're talking about the Do the Right Thing, Jordan 3 coming back. Then I was going to say, this is the Do the Wrong Thing.
Very wrong. Very wrong.
With this Spizike. I know one thing.
What's that?
This Do the Wrong Thing Spizike is one of the pairs that was stolen from the train. Because they already on the resale platforms.
Okay. Got you.
I've seen listings for this sneaker in the high hundreds and low thousands. Somebody out there actually think they gonna get somebody to give them $1,200 for this shoe.
Oh, hold on. Oh, hell no. No.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen, bro. It's never going to happen.
I mean, it's a nice try, I guess. Because it is early.
I've got a question for you. Do you think, bear with me, do you think the fact that this do the right thing Spizike, or let's just call them do the wrong thing
Son of
Spizikes,
Mars.
right? Son of Mars, right? It is Son of Mars, right? Do you think this Son of Mars, right, came out, and as soon as the information came out, they did the Jordan 3. Didn't you know Jordan 3 would do the right thing was coming out anyway? But they put that straight out after this so that people knew that Jordan 3 was coming out. And on top of that nobody was going to buy this Son of Mars variation from the resale platforms. Do you think that was done intentionally? Because I'm going to tell you how I saw it. I saw this Son of Mars first before I even saw the Jordan 3, and then the next day the Jordan 3 came out, or the news for the Jordan 3 came out.
Well, it's leaks. It's the sneaker leak culture. Like, I hate to call everything culture like that, but that's just the way I think about it. Because it really is a thing. People who had information early may have been holding it, or it could possibly have been leaked purposely because this Son of Mars colorway started hitting the news.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it would be smart to leak the news of the Do the Right Thing 3 purposely after people start seeing these, because then you're stepping on your own product. Maybe
your product got stolen. That's the thing.
But this is still releasing. They didn't steal all the pairs.
Okay. Yeah.
This is still releasing. It would behoove Nike and Jordan Brand to let these sell before people find out about the 3s coming back. Because maybe some people are looking at these, remembering to Do the Right Thing 3s, and saying, well, I'll get a pair of these since I can't get the 3s.
Yeah, out of sentiment. And I agree and I understand that. But this is why it doesn't make sense that I think, and I'm going to be honest, that Jordan 3 Do the Right Thing was leaked purposely. I think it came unofficially. Because
I don't think it was leaked purposely. I don't think anything is leaked purposely. Either it's rolled out or somebody who has inside information is selling the information.
Okay.
I don't think any of these brands leak proprietary information on purpose, which is why Soul Retriever is in trouble now. Because the implication was Adidas owes us leak information. the way they worded it made it as if Adidas owed them this information so they could be the first to put it out.
Yeah.
That's not a leak. The company's giving you information to put out is not a leak. That's advertising. That's marketing.
But it's still convenient. Not convenient. I don't believe in coincidences. It's interesting timing because I agree with you. To sell this on a Mars, do the right thing. You don't tell anybody that Jordan 3's coming out because people buy that because it's like, oh yeah, I remember that sneaker. But a lot of pairs of those got stolen, and a lot of those pairs are going for like you said, in the high hundreds or the low thousands, right? And the brand knows it. And they're probably not happy with it. But I'm not saying that they purposefully released the information on that Jordan 3. Maybe they want to hurt the resellers, but I'm not saying that they released that information purposefully. Maybe they want that sneaker to tank in the resale market, but I'm not saying, because they would have got paid. They would have got paid for that through insurance because obviously they're insured.
Yeah,
but I'm not saying that they're trying to hurt the people that stole these sneakers, so they're not worth nothing. I'm just saying that the Jordan 3 do the right things coming out next year. and that information came out the day after we saw this on the Mars. Believe in what you will.
I just think it's a coincidence, bro. I don't. That don't make good sense to me. Like as far as proprietary information goes, I don't think anybody should. And let me take back a statement. Can I believe that some companies leak information to these media outlets? Yes, I can believe that. Do I think this makes sense for a company to do? No. And to try to step on resale is not our priority as a company. What's gone is gone. Like you said, we got the insurance to cover that.
Yeah.
What's the point of trying to step on resale with retail products? What we sell it for is what we sell it for.
Yeah,
no.
I know. It makes no business sense of doing what you do, having information leaks the day after you know that Son of Mars is coming out, because right this moment in time, people are like, F the Son of Mars. I'm waiting for the next pair that's coming out next year. Exactly. Yeah. I 100% agree with that notion. But what happened is not what's supposed to happen. So we're trying to figure out why that happens, but it's probably coincidental, like you said. But the skepticism in me is thinking something else.
Maybe it's not coincidental. Maybe it's an insider giving information to these leakers just because it's do the right thing.
Yeah.
Hey, the 3's coming back next year. Oh, really? You ain't got to give me no color code or nothing. We already got pictures of it. Boom. Do the right thing coming back. I heard the do the right thing coming back next year.
Oh, what will be quite interesting if something's different on it. What? Hold on. Fuck that. That's bollocks.
Yeah.
$953 for the Son of Mars do the right thing.
For a size 13. That's the only size that's available. Which means that's a stolen pair.
I hope that tanks. I hope the people that was going to purchase that. I hope that sells for like $50.
Bro, ain't nobody finna buy that shit.
No. Not now.
It's the only size on the site.
Not now.
And it's because they got that pair from that robbery.
Yeah.
And they threw it on there because it's the only pair there. It's the only size available. So they threw it up there for, a wishful thinking price. Also, there's a pair of size 11 and a half on Macari for $1,500. There's also a pair on eBay for $313. Another pair on eBay for $180. Oh no, that's an old pair. So, no, it can't be. Size 14. It says pre-owned. I guess they got it from the robbery and wore it, and now they want to get rid of it. There's another pair. Oh no. This is 2013. There's a pair for 2020, or 220 rather. So I guess maybe that's an old pair. Ain't nobody wanting no shoe from 2013, bro. That's done.
No.
That's a 13-year-old shoe.
Whatever happened, if it's a coincidence, if it's done out of spite, if it's to shank the resale, wherever it is, nobody's buying that Son of Mars. That's gonna go for under $100 eventually, because people realize that Jordan 3 Do the Right Thing is coming out next year, and that sneaker will go crazy. That sneaker is about to go crazy next year.
Next quick strike.
Yeah. Okay. We'll make him quick. Steph Curry is selling all of his pairs of the free agent sneaker run. Is that the way you say it? Or the free agent run? Yeah, the free agent run. He's selling all of his pairs to through Sotheby. Is that Sotheby? Yeah, that's the one. We should have first of all add this to stage.
Let me take mine down.
Okay, cool. He's selling his pair, and I think he's donating the free sneaker agents period to the proceedings going to Oakland-based Eat Learn Play Foundation, which is absolutely awesome. So shout out to Steph Curry for doing that. That's absolutely amazing. But no, he also did this week say this is the first Jordan he signed. He signed the Jordan 12 flu games, which is absolutely dope. So is that an indication of where you might end up, bro? Because we still don't know where he's going to end up.
Oh no, he been wearing a lot of anti-Kais, the Kai 3s. He wearing all the new colorways because Kyrie still ain't playing. So we'll see, man. I'm done speculating about Steph. I'm kind of off talking about Steph in general. This is news that I feel like deserves to be mentioned. But other than that, yeah, that's why I stopped Curry Watch after a while, because it's like, okay, he wearing different shoes, y'all. Yay.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where he ends up. It's spin the wheel now at the moment. It's definitely spin the wheel because you could end up anywhere. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I ain't tripping no more. I mean, he end up where he end up, bro. He getting up in age, so it's like he need to make a decision, because I don't see him playing for more than another maybe 2 years at the most.
Yeah, then he can start looking at research, development, and innovations with his own brand, which would be quite interesting to see.
Yeah. Speaking of his own brand, shout out to AZ Fudd. They lost in the Final Four. Got beat by a better team. South Carolina and Don Staley went to the championships, and they lost to UCLA. So congratulations to the UCLA women's basketball team winning the national championship. And also shout out to the Michigan men's basketball team who won the men's college championship. Next quick strike. Adidas is copying again with this United Airlines Samba. We saw Delta do collabs with Nike, a couple of collabs Nike had with Delta and also the post office. Don't let me see a UPS or FedEx Samba come out next. But,
or a 7-Eleven or what you call it, the bro, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Delta is the better airline, so I'm just gonna be petty with this one. I don't really care about this, but 100th anniversary of United Airlines Samba. Yeah, y'all do it that, which I will. And also, another Samba celebrates Milwaukee's 414 Day. 404 Day has been a thing. I never heard of 414 Day. Maybe it's because I'm not from Milwaukee. I don't know. But this Samba, dubbed the Viewfinder, comes with a ticket to Summerfest, which is a festival that happens in Milwaukee. What y'all doing?
Do you know when it started?
When?
2010.
Yeah, I think we've been doing 404 Day a little longer than that. I don't know. That's just a city pride thing for me. But yeah, they're selling concert tickets or festival tickets with the shoe. I think that's a bit of a cheat code there because Sambas ain't quite as popular as they used to be. It's a decent looking shoe though. I can't be mad. Plus my wife wears Sambas now. But I don't think she cared too much about Milwaukee. And I did want to give a shout out to Adidas because I saw these jeans and I thought they was pretty cool. The Adidas.
I like them.
Adilinium. Is that how you say that? Adilinium 5.0.
Yeah.
Deconstructed jeans. It's like
let's call them adamantium.
Jeans.
That's it. You find Wolverine.
See, now you're making me not like them. I'm gonna just take them off the screen now. It's jeans with the look like the track pants under them with the stripes on them. But they, they that super big baggy look.
How do you feel with your missus wearing Sambas?
It don't make me no difference.
Oh, okay, cool.
Buy what you like, wear what you like.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I just wanted to know. It's interesting.
We did this already, bro. I've been said that.
Oh, yeah, we did. It's always good to reiterate. Okay, cool. Should we move on to the last one, bro?
Yeah, last quick strike.
Right, so Big Cat. Oh, and it's ironic that this happened as well. So, your favorite person, Ronnie Fig.
Oh my God!
Can I say he's your favorite? Is that your favorite person? No, maybe not. He's designing, or he's going to issue a book detailing his sneaker designs. So, how much do you believe in that to be his own design work? I don't know. There's a lot of allegations out there about his design innovations and all that stuff. How we had the hold on, let me sort this out. Hey?
It's just colorways, bro. Nah, I saw how the window kept opening up on you. It's just colorways, man. I mean, I don't keep up with what he does enough to say that he's changed or how many changes in designs or silhouettes that he's done.
Yo, this is what I meant. Sorry. Shout out to Ryan Joan Kesley. He's basically said
Kelsey. John Kelsey.
John Kelsey, sorry. Nice. Thank you for correcting me. He says, you mean other people's designs which have been slightly tweaked.
That's what I'm getting.
We know about that biker jacket as well. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But also, that's not the only thing I wanted to kind of say is this bro. Hold on, I just messed it up. This bro. Central C debuts his custom Gap hoodie at Coachella. Sorry. Let me get it. Yeah, let me say that. Look at that. That's the big cap. That was all about. CAP rather than GAP. The big cap. What do you think, bro? I just want to have a laugh. What is wrong with him? Like, he just looks so different. I don't know. Yeah, CAP, the big cap. I don't know. I just wanted to kind of showcase two stars of the lifestyle and all of that stuff, bro. Ronnie Fig, your favorite artist, and Central C, apparently my favorite artist. You okay, bro?
I just got a headache. Oh my God, man.
Yeah. Should we just go on to the next subject, bro?
Who do these people think they are?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Ronnie is Tinker and Central C is Travis Scott. Is that what we doing?
Team versions maybe, but you know. Everybody has their little time, bro. Everybody has their time. But
Ronnie
if you
Fight need to get a fucking haircut, first of all. And Central C need to realize the phrase cap is negative. It's not positive.
That's what
You
I was
run
actually
around
thinking, bro.
with a jacket that's got cap big as hell across the chest. Ironically, works well for him.
Bro. The thing with that situation was, number one, he didn't realize. I know why he changed the G to a C, Central C, obviously, or Coachella. You see what I'm saying? Ironically, I mean, you can never see at the front of that CAP. That's fine.
Think of another C word with 4 letters that we can put on him.
Which
I like to say over there. Right.
But the irony of the fact that he's actually wearing cap on the hoodie, and he's probably the biggest cap out
He's
there.
a cap ass motherfucker. I'll say it for you.
That one there. Right. Cool.
Have you seen anybody wearing his Air Force Ones or them dumbass tracksuits for some reason Nike let him make?
Or his 95s.
They shouldn't have. Keep him away from Nike. He need a Gap deal. Just give him a Gap deal and he can cap his way wherever
Gap should try and make him sell Kanye's old puffer jackets. Remember those things?
Unfortunately, I do.
It looks like I still remember the guy trying to put that on. That was hilarious. He looked like remember at that Pixar, was it Pixar? Hero 6.
I never seen that movie before, but I know exactly what you're talking about. The big round robot. Yeah.
They should have called them the Hero 6 jackets. It would have been amazing. They should have actually done a collaboration with the studio. That would have been amazing. He would have sold out.
Should have called it the See You Next Tuesday jackets.
Or a big cap in front of the jacket. Stitched cap in front of the jacket. You're done, bro.
Oh my god, bro!
You can refurbish those. Put CAP. Put CAP in front of it, or behind it, or on the sleeves. Or if you put the sleeves together like this, it feels like CAP. What? Either or, bro. Either or.
How much you want to bet he gonna be on Drake next album?
What? Central.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. Who's listening for Drake?
They deserve each other.
Very much so. Well, that is if Drake actually wins something for once, like his court case.
We don't need to get into him. That was just a thought that was in my mind. He seemed like the type of dude that he'll want to collaborate with for sure.
He's done that before. He's collaborated with Central Cee before.
For some reason, Kevin Durant keep running over there and standing next to him. Stop.
Weirdos with weird behavior, bro.
He's a fan.
And that one too. All right, cool. Let's do our last, not last subject, but our favorite subject. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
Die damn hype beast. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty. Welcome back to Sneaker Court Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion and Executioner. This week, we finally saw it happen, bro. It finally happened. We warned these people so many times. Behave yourself. Don't be stupid. Behave yourself and use the right etiquette when you're going in for these releases. And guess what happened, bro? Do you know what happened?
He got shut down.
This happened, bro. Palace said it will no longer drop its Air Max 95 in New York City, all because of the chaos that happened this week. Look at this, bro.
Why are they doing that?
It says Palace Nike Air Max 95 released in Soho turned into absolute chaos, crowds floating around, chasing after wristbands, police flooding the block, a couple of guys got dragged off by the NYPD. This is chaos, all because of a sneaker release, all because people couldn't take it, they took an L, all because they were snatching wristbands and the police had to come out because it got violent. Or it could potentially got violent and somebody could have potentially got hurt. Now, we warned you guys this was a possibility. Palace is no longer releasing that sneaker. in New York City at all. This is brilliant for once, right? So shame on the guys who actually caused that chaos, because you spoil it for everybody. And people like this always spoil it for everybody, because if they can't have it, nobody's having it. And that behavior is absolutely atrocious. And you don't deserve sneakers on your feet. You deserve to walk the streets bare feet and bleeding feet. I don't give a shit. That's what you deserve at the end of the day. Because if you really think that if you can't have a sneaker, nobody else deserves it, you're an absolute trash human being. Secondly, shout out to Palace for absolutely shutting it down and setting an example. Because if you don't do it right, they're not going to give it to you, and that's setting an example for every single brand out there. So for all the idiots that walk around trying to snatch brands, trying to break glasses for retailers, trying to rush the store, trying to bend or basically rush the store when it's not open, or going to break the gates and all of that stuff. Right, it will get locked down. It will disappear. You will no longer have a chance to get in it. It will go online, but it'll get botted out, and you will never have the chance to get it. But the fact that you would actually have to pay the resale value to buy that sneaker, buy that product, or buy that release. So you deserve what you got. And on that note, bro, I'm gonna say this. Guilty for the guys and the ladies and gentlemen and the public that actually caused the chaos. And round of applause, massive round of applause to Palace for shutting that down for the safety concerns and telling the people in New York City that they ain't going to get the sneaker anymore. Round of applause. What do you want to say, bro?
The people who's causing the chaos are probably all resellers anyway.
Yeah.
They ain't wearing no cool sneakers. They probably wearing Crocs and Skechers and shit. Or 9 times out of 10, if it's not a Croc, it's gonna probably be a GR.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason they're interested in the collabs is to resell them. And like you said, in a lot of cases, those are the people who have the mentality of, if I can't get it, ain't nobody gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the same thing with the Ducks of a Feather release. We've seen it with Unions. We've seen it. I saw it happen with GRs, where the store shut down the line and switched up the whole release process because people can't control their emotions over sneakers.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
It is really sad. It's not needed. It doesn't belong in the community. Those people don't belong in the community. The capitalism behavior for some of these people that actually rush out to try and get these sneakers to resell for a higher value, a monetary value. I hope you just get burnt in terms of the long run. Like, you get that sneaker and you can't resell it. Just like all the idiots that have bought like Black Cats and Yeezys and they can't sell them anymore because nobody wants them, and they realize that they can't sell them and they're losing a lot of money. I hope it happens to you. Simple as. You can say something?
Oh man, that's it.
That's it. Simple
Give
as.
them Skechers.
They don't even deserve Skechers, bro.
No, they do deserve Skechers. All the Skechers in the world. Lifetime supply.
They just deserve walking on glass bare feet. Simple as.
Give them some. Let them have the Son of Mars from the train.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Sons of Mars for everybody. And Spizike Lows too.
Yeah, and those two.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So let's do some discounts, bro.
Beams. and Timberland. Anytime you hear something about Timberland collab, it's possibly bad news, right? Beams has created a laceless Timberland construction boot. More Timbs for New Yorkers to clown. Because New Yorkers hate everything but a regular construction in wheat, beef and broccoli, or black. If it ain't them three, construction with the double sole, New Yorkers hate them. Puma is lacing up LaMelo Ball with the MB05 just in time for his very first NBA playoff appearance. Shout out to LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. They finally got some good players around LaMelo so he can get a taste of that playoff action. Nike Dunk Low, Mario and Luigi. Mario and Luigi cannot save the Nike Dunk Low. They can only save the princess.
Yeah. Peach.
Dennis Rodman. I don't know how he lost his UNC Off-Whites, but he got them back. Somebody found them at like a archive sale or something like that, and they were signed by Virgil to the Worm. And somebody found them and returned them to Dennis Rodman, who may or may not know how to open a shoebox. But
Give him, you know what? Give him all the fakes. Like, let him tear the fakes up. That'd be good.
That would be I would love to see Dennis Rodman do a bunch of fake sneakers like he did that Yeezy box that time. If y'all don't know, look up Dennis Rodman and Yeezys. It's hilarious. Vans has created a slip-on inspired by the Don C. Jordan 2s, which was inspired by a Chanel bag.
So that, yeah.
Vans been killing it, so shout out to Vans.
Is that an official collaboration? It's not an official collaboration, is it? It's just inspired, yeah. Yeah,
it's got that quilted diamond stitch pattern on it. So shout out to Vans.
They need to release those
a non-shout out. Say what now?
They need to release those Don C2s again.
Yes, I will be in the market. Trust me.
Yes, same.
A non-shout out goes to a programmer. I don't know if it's the programmer or just a programmer from Roblox, Jamie Bourne, who is probably part of the reason why some of y'all kids may be getting harassed and being asked to do inappropriate things on the Roblox servers. Mr. Bourne was busted. Over 40 counts of child porn possession and importing a child sex doll. You heard it right. He's a nasty motherfucker. Get his punk ass off the street. Throw the library at this fool. Put his ass under the earth. Please hide this motherfucker.
No.
People like him.
Give him to the son of Mars and send him to Mars.
Man, send that motherfucker to the sun. One-way ticket.
Sun
Burn
to Mars, yeah.
Burn pure evil. I mean, he looked like a nasty motherfucker. He looked like he ain't never had a girlfriend, will never get a girlfriend, don't deserve a girlfriend. Piece of shit. Scum of the earth.
Yeah. Well, just be careful with people if you got children on Roblox as well. No. You know what? Just be careful letting your kids on the internet. No place is safe on the internet.
Right, especially these gaming servers with chat and video and all that. You got to monitor that shit. Bunch of nasty motherfuckers out there who gonna be asking your kids to do inappropriate shit. The worst, some of the worst motherfuckers on the planet have sexual desires for children.
Yeah.
That go for all y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Angel Reese's mom, much like her and her brother, Juju, was also a hellified rebounder. In college, in 1992, Angel Webb Reese, yes, she named her daughter after herself. Her name is also Angel. Averaged 13.2 rebounds a game. That was good enough for number 2 in the country. So it's in the blood.
Bloodlines.
Yeah, it's in the blood. The Nike Sabrina 4 is coming in July. And in my opinion, it looks a lot better than the 3s. So shout out to Sabrina Ionescu. Wallow267 has created a brand, and he dropped some sneakers. They sold out. I don't know how many pairs it was. I feel like it was probably a little more limited, which is attributed to the quick sellout. And I think that was strategic to not say how many pairs. But it's called...
That's a good question. Go on, Karen. I'll ask you a question after. Go on.
The brand is called Airplanes and Hotels.
Okay.
And it's spelt with minimal vowels. There's only one vowel in the whole spelling of the brand. It's ARPLNSNHOTLS. Airplanes and Hotels.
That sounds so weird. That's the question now. The question quickly is, if you sell out a sneaker, right, doesn't matter about the volume, is it a successful release? Like me saying if you sell one pair and it sells out, right, and is it successful? It has selling 1,000 pairs.
I mean, no, yes,
maybe.
I guess it depends on what you set out to do. I mean, if you made one pair and you sold one pair, it's still sold out, right?
Bro, we can, and then you can just say, you had a successful release.
Introduce y'all to the Airplane and Hotel Traveler First Class. It's light, it's stylish. I'm talking about it's comfortable. It's everything. The reason this came about, I want to shout.
All right, enough of you, Wallow.
You know what? You should have counted the pairs in the background. That's probably the amount of pairs he sold.
Yeah, it didn't look like a whole lot of pairs.
Yeah.
Probably 40 or 50, something like that.
Yeah.
In the background, at least. I don't know.
Or they could be empty boxes. Or green screen.
Shout out to Wallow.
Okay, honest opinion, what do you think of the sneaker though?
I don't like it. It looked like it only belongs in airplanes and hotels. It's low hanging fruit, bro. I mean, that's a bad brand name. I don't understand.
Why did airplanes and hotels? Airtel. We could have called it Airtel.
No. Reebok and Sneaker Politics have a collaboration for the workout low, it looks like it's all white until it gets wet. And then you see the designs up under the sneaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Let me turn the audio off. Apologize to the listeners. But,
okay. So you got to get it wet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like a bunch of graffiti or chicken scratch, however you want to classify it.
Okay, cool. Sometimes,
so I think that's
sometimes
dope.
being wet is the best anyway. So you know. Pause.
That's not a pause, by the way. The collab is called Wishing Ritual. And finally, for me, reportedly, allegedly, China has developed a mosquito-sized drone that they intend to use for espionage purposes. I hope that story is fake.
Probably is, but like I said, my response was to you, well, that's the expensive fly squat.
Facts. Big facts. Or small facts.
Bro, you know what? All of this, I'm going to be honest. All of this, like tech, I've got this tech and this, you know, we heard about these pigeons that you know, some people think they're fake and they're like you're observing and they're robotic pigeons, stuff like that. We need what's that attack that takes down the whole electrical grid? That's all you need, bro.
EMP.
Yeah, EMP. Get a little mini EMP that does the hotel room. That's it. Bang, gone.
You know, because it's going to shut off all electricity. It's not. It's not targeted. It's
unless it was a small version that only does a radius of 3 meters.
It's still going to knock out everything in the radius. It's going to knock out the TV. It's going to knock out the microwave. And
who cares about TV?
EMPs short circuit electronics.
Everything. No.
So everything, the iron ain't going to work. Ain't nothing going to work.
Your phone's dead too.
Explode. Yeah, your phone done. Your watch done. Everything. Don't have the J Balvin tools on. Your sneakers ain't gonna light up no more.
Yeah, bro. Even that microchip in your brain, if you've actually gone through that procedure, it's done.
Yeah. The chip they put in us with the COVID vaccine is gonna short circuit everything.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the discounts. But you know what? Let's do this. The good, the bad, and the ugly from this week. So the good from this week is definitely Angel Reese coming through with the Atlanta Dreams. So round of applause for Angel Reese this week and the Atlanta Hawks this week as well. That was absolutely beautiful. So good to see your home team do the most, and let's just hope they have better success. The bad this week is that Son of Mars is absolutely terrible. Who needed that?
It's a classic.
Who needs? I know, but no, bro. The fact that they dropped the Jordan 3s, do the right things right after it was just hilarious. So that's the bad. And then the ugly this week is definitely the dumbass resellers shutting it down for all the people. And making sure that release doesn't happen in New York City. That Palace 95 is nice. Should have gone to the public. Should have gone for the people that lined up, been queued up. You wasted a lot of people's time. You wasted a lot of people's efforts, and you trash bags of human beings that you are. Shut it down for everybody. So you deserve the ugly this week. So yeah, do better. Just do better. You absolute idiots. That's all I gotta say.
Facts. People count that.
Sorry, bro. What did you say? People camped out for that, didn't they? Yeah, people camp. Yeah.
Nasty.
Trash.
Nasty work.
And that was a show, bro. That was a show. Just shut it down.
Yeah, we actually made it through all the topics again.
Round of applause to us.
Yeah. Shout out to all the bros. Shout out to all the listeners, the commenters, the subscribers, the followers. We appreciate y'all as always. I need y'all to do us a favor, me and TJ. We need y'all to have a great day, great week, a great month, a great year. I'm on your ass, Dwayne. And we need y'all to buy what you like, rock what you like. Don't believe the hype, because the hype ain't real. You too, Jamie. Don't think I forgot about you. And sneakers don't make you cool.
You make the sneakers cool. Taking random shots there, bro.
Correct, too. And sneaker envy.
Yeah. Oh, and sometimes doing the right thing is doing the right thing, but sometimes you got to do the wrong thing because it's sometimes just fabulous.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Peace out, peace.
You crazy, man.